Hey there, fellow Americans. Breaking news that could change your financial situation: the Senate has just made a groundbreaking move regarding the $2,000 stimulus relief checks. Could this be the financial breakthrough millions of Americans have been waiting for? Stay tuned because I'm about to share everything you need to know about this critical development. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any updates on stimulus checks and financial news that could put more money in your pocket. In a historic move that's sending waves through Washington, the Senate has finally reached a consensus on the much-anticipated $2,000 stimulus relief checks. This development comes after months of negotiations and mounting pressure from both sides of the aisle to provide substantial financial support to Americans still grappling with the economic aftermath of recent global events. But what exactly does this mean for you and your family? Let's break down the details of this game-changing announcement. The latest stimulus package represents a significant increase from previous relief measures, with eligible Americans set to receive $2,000 direct payments. This is particularly noteworthy as it comes at a time when inflation and rising living costs have been putting unprecedented strain on household budgets across the nation. But you might be wondering who qualifies for these payments, and when can you expect to see the money in your account? According to the latest information from Senate sources, the eligibility criteria have been carefully structured to ensure the funds reach those who need them most. Individual taxpayers earning up to $75,000 annually will receive the full $2,000 payment, while married couples filing jointly with incomes up to $150,000 will receive $4,000. But what about those earning above these thresholds? The good news is that there's a gradual phase-out system in place, meaning you might still qualify for a partial payment if your income exceeds these limits. One of the most pressing questions on everyone's mind is the timeline for these payments. The IRS has already begun preparations for what will be one of the largest direct payment operations in recent history. The good news? If you've received previous stimulus payments via direct deposit, you're likely to be among the first to receive this new round of support. The Treasury Department has indicated that the first wave of direct deposits could begin hitting bank accounts within days of the final approval. But what if you haven't received previous payments via direct deposit? Don't worry, the government has implemented multiple distribution methods to ensure everyone eligible receives their payment. Paper checks and prepaid debit cards will be mailed out in waves, with the entire distribution process expected to take several weeks to complete. Have you checked your payment status on the IRS website? This could give you valuable information about when to expect your payment. The impact of these $2,000 stimulus checks extends far beyond individual households. Economic experts predict that this injection of funds could provide a significant boost to the national economy. When millions of Americans receive these payments, the increased spending power could help support local businesses, create jobs, and contribute to overall economic recovery. But what's the best way to use these funds when they arrive? Financial advisors suggest several strategic approaches to maximizing the benefit of your stimulus payment. While some may need to use the funds for immediate expenses like rent, utilities, or groceries, others might consider paying down high-interest debt or building an emergency fund. Have you thought about how you'll use your stimulus check to improve your financial situation? One particularly noteworthy aspect of this stimulus package is its broader scope compared to previous relief measures. The Senate has included provisions to ensure that more dependent adults, including college students and elderly dependents, are eligible for additional payments. This means many families could receive significantly more support than in previous rounds. But do you know how to claim additional dependents if your family situation has changed since your last tax filing? The IRS has also implemented new measures to expedite the payment process and reduce the likelihood of delays or errors. They've enhanced their online tools and customer service capabilities to better assist Americans with questions about their payments. However, it's crucial to remain vigilant about potential scams during this time. Have you received any suspicious communications claiming to be about your stimulus payment? For those who haven't filed recent tax returns or are typically non-filers, the IRS has created simplified procedures to ensure you don't miss out on your payment. But you'll need to act quickly to provide the necessary information through their online portal. Are you or someone you know in this situation? The time to take action is now. The Senate's approval of these stimulus checks also includes important provisions for mixed-status families, ensuring that more households with non-citizen members can receive support. This represents a significant step forward in making sure relief reaches all eligible Americans, regardless of their family composition. But do you understand how these rules might apply to your specific situation? One common question many Americans have is about the taxability of these stimulus payments. It's important to note that these payments are not considered taxable income by the IRS. This means you won't need to report your stimulus payment as income on your next tax return. However, keeping records of the amount received is still recommended for your personal financial tracking. The Senate has also included measures to protect these payments from garnishment by private debt collectors, ensuring that the money reaches those it's intended to help. However, there are some exceptions regarding federal and state debts. Have you checked if any outstanding obligations might affect your payment? For those who've experienced significant income changes since their last tax filing, the Senate has included provisions for claiming the stimulus payment based on 2021 income if it would result in a larger payment. This could be particularly beneficial for those who saw reduced income during the pandemic. But do you know how to take advantage of this provision if it applies to you? The distribution of these payments represents one of the largest direct aid efforts in American history, and the logistics of such an operation are complex. The Treasury Department has been working closely with financial institutions to ensure smooth processing of payments. But what should you do if you experience delays or issues with your payment? For those concerned about the status of their payment, the IRS has updated their Get My Payment tool to provide real-time information about stimulus check processing and distribution. This tool can help you track your payment and provide peace of mind during the waiting period. Have you already set up an account to monitor your payment status? The Senate's approval of these stimulus checks comes with additional measures to prevent fraud and ensure security. The Treasury Department has implemented enhanced verification procedures to protect against identity theft and fraudulent claims. But do you know what steps to take if you suspect someone has fraudulently claimed your payment? Understanding how these stimulus payments might affect other government benefits you receive is crucial. The good news is that these payments won't count as income for determining eligibility for federal benefits like SNAP, TANF, or Medicaid. Have you considered how this might impact your overall financial planning? The timing of these payments couldn't be more critical for many Americans facing financial challenges. Whether it's rising inflation, increased living costs, or ongoing economic uncertainty, these stimulus checks provide a vital lifeline for millions of households. But how can you make sure you're maximizing the benefit of this financial support? For those who might need additional assistance beyond the stimulus payment, the Senate package includes information about other available support programs. These might include rental assistance, expanded unemployment benefits, or small business support. Are you aware of all the additional resources available to you? As we conclude this important update on the $2,000 stimulus relief checks, remember that staying informed is crucial. The situation continues to evolve, and new details may emerge about the distribution process and timeline. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all the latest developments regarding stimulus payments and other financial news that could affect your wallet. Remember, this information is meant to help you navigate the stimulus payment process more effectively. If you have specific questions about your situation, consulting with a financial advisor or tax professional might be beneficial. Have you found this information helpful? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to share this video with friends and family who might need this important information about the upcoming stimulus payments.